Everyone, and welcome to the Swansea YMCA here in Swansea, Massachusetts. JJ Sylvia here with you, bringing you the NBHL New England Tier 3 Championship Series Game 2 and potentially Game 3 tonight here in Swansea between the number 1 seed Rhode Island Rebels and the number 2 seed New England Sharpshooters. And as we get set to go with just over 5 minutes until we get the ball drop to begin this one, let's meet the two starting goaltenders. First, for the number 1 seeded Rhode Island Rebels. And that tonight, one of the more reliable goaltenders in NBHL New England Tier 3. It'll be Arthur Silva. Silva on the season, 7-3 record overall with a 2.50 goals against average. Only 25 goals against in 10 games for Arthur Silva, and in between the pipes on the other side is someone who's very familiar to Arthur Silva, his son Tyler, who on the season posts a 3-6 record with a 3.43 goals against average and 31 total goals allowed. And Silva, Tyler Silva specifically, is tied for the lead in shutouts in NBHL New England Tier 3 with 2. We're going to take a short break as we complete warm-ups, and we'll come back for the opening ball drop. We'll be right back. We'll give chase on it, as well as Braden Pimentel. Sharpshooters resetting. Steen across ice gets the tip down and in by Roy Camara, and whiffing on it as it goes in is Arthur Silva. That is unfortunate, but nonetheless 1-0 in favor of the Sharpshooters. Last touch was by Roy Camara, so he'll get credit for the goal. And a team that was held scoreless in Game 1 of this series gets on the board first in Game 2. It is 1-0 Sharpshooters. Carlos unable to get past the outstretched stick of Zentgraf. Carlos still working, will have to retreat it. Kevin Pacheco with the restart. Here come the Sharpshooters. Trying to feed it far side was Perry, going for Alan Louise. Now back to Louise, he scores! Alan Louise, officially his 4th of the season, his first of the playoffs, and an early 2-0 lead for the Sharpshooters, who have shocked the 1 seed Rhode Island Rebels early in this one. Once more, Nick Palazzo was in there battling with him. Now Carter Sylvia squibs it up that far board. Him and Dom DeRosa will chase it. DeRosa has it for Sylvia. He's got it! And a 3-goal lead for the Sharpshooters here in the first period. Was Kyle Koza, now pushed below goal. David Andrade on the far side, back in the middle, shot score! Sean Fontaine with a snipe. The first Rhode Island Rebel to beat Tyler Silva tonight, and it is 3-1. But the Rebels keep it in. Nelson Mora looking into the middle. Got kicked away by Carter Sylvia, pushed back out in front, and it's nudged in just at the doorstep by Noah Kuchar, his 3rd of the season and his first of the playoffs, and it is a 1-goal game here in Swansea with 1:50 left in the second period. 2-2 rush coming, and a slap shot stopped by the pad. That one going off the post, near scare there for Tyler Silva. Another one put on. Second shot in about 30 seconds for Noah Kuchar. That went wide back in front, and it's tipped in off of Danny Brennan. And we are tied at 3 apiece with under a minute to play. Down in the Rhode Island defensive end. 7 minutes, 45 seconds to play. A slapper is blocked off the stick of Kyle Pacheco by Noah Kuchar. Kuchar with his own slapper stopped. Once again, Tyler Silva stepping up big for the Sharpshooters. Kuchar the feed across, and keeping it out again is Silva as he robs Danny Brennan into the Sharpshooters DN. Sharpshooters trying to move it out, pass picked off. Noah Kuchar into the middle, a chance, another save. Silva denying Bobby Geem. Geem trying to hammer it back on goal again. He cannot. Another block for the defenseman for the Sharpshooters, and no block that time. But keeping it out of the goal once more is Tyler Silva. Shots aplenty for both squads here in the third period, both showing that they really want to grab this Game 2 victory. offensive zone pressure, and I spoke too soon. Here come the sharpshooters. Trying to feed it across, and having it picked off was Kyle Pacheco. Here comes Vieira on a stop for Tyler Silva, and a huge one against the top point getter in Tier 3. Carter Sylvia. Two guys who have made strong efforts on the defensive end today. A rebound chance, and keeping it out with the stick outstretched is Arthur Silva. I guess an old dog can show new tricks. Roy Camara near board, trying to feed it into the middle. Put it under the stick of Jimmy Mata. An advance forward by the Rebels is stopped. 3-on-2, a chance, and denying Caleb Ferrier once again is Arthur Silva. Should be the decider. Moving in is Brennan. Into the middle, Kuchar put it wide. Brennan looking back out in front for Kuchar again. It skips out to Eddie Costa, finding Kuchar. What a blocker stop by Tyler Silva. Saying anything Dad can do, I can do better. Eddie Costa, another slapper, a rebound chance. And Danny Brennan squad looks like it'll end up in the corner. 3 seconds, 2-1, and we will head to overtime here in Game 2 of the NBHL New England Tier 3 Championship Series. Next goal now will decide it either way. Sudden death overtime is what we will bring you after this short break. Pacheco unable to win that draw. Penalty on the way as well. That will put the Rebels on the power play here in overtime. And I was talking about a best case. Vieira over to the far side. Carrero, he's got it! And the Rhode Island Rebels win it in overtime, and they are the NBHL New England Tier 3 champions. They will head to Gloucester Township, New Jersey to represent the New England region at the NBHL Tier 3 championships. A power play goal to win it. Came off the stick of Devin Carrero. Not sure if it got tipped on its way there, but nonetheless, the Rhode Island Rebels, a 4-3 win over the New England Sharpshooters. The Rebels avenging their quarterfinal loss last year and grabbing a New England Tier 3 championship.